Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Sonia from Sonia's Budget. Please hit that subscribe button so you can be a witness to my journey to financial freedom. It's time for, sorry, weather's definitely changing here. It's cold in North Alabama, and I don't have any heat. I've got a little space heater in my living room, and it pretty much is just, it's the middle room of the house, and it's doing okay. It's keeping the chill knocked off, but I am going to fill my propane tank. I need to call them and get that scheduled for the end of next week. So I have got money set aside for that, but it's time for our weekly check-in to see how much money we had left over. I've got receipts in here that I think this is the one I was looking for a while ago. Yes. I scanned those to fetch rewards. If you're interested in that, I can give you my code. What you do is you download the app. It's got a place on there to scan your codes. You just take a picture of them, send them in, and you gain points. And then with those points, you can have get gift cards to several, Starbucks, Amazon. It's just I don't even know. I can't even name all of them. I think there's Dunkin' Donuts and all of that, which we don't have. We've got a Dunkin' Donuts across the river in the next county, but we don't have one on this side of the river. We have a Krispy Kreme on this side. Okay, for groceries this time, we had a lot left over. We had $150. I divide this up into the $300 budget. I divided into 2 weeks. So I only put $150 in here for the first week of the pay period. We have 1, 2, 3. Let me go this way with it. 50, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3. $83 left over. I'll set that right there. And I'm going to restuff with the second week's 150, and probably won't have $83 left over next week, but we'll see what we have. Stick it in here. And then for my spending money, I keep it in this little center portion of my wallet. And spending money, I have a grand total of $7. Sorry about the clock. I was looking forward to this unstuffing because I've got so much change. It was hard to shut my wallet. In health or prescription, I did put an RX on this for prescriptions. And I do roll this one over. I do not unstuff this one. I keep this in there. If it gets to be too much, I'll take it out. But it takes about, my prescription for $51. And my husband's prescriptions run about $25. So, a month. So, that's about $85 a month. So, if it gets to be, over $100, then I will pull it out. But right now there are, $9, because I had 60 in here and I spent 51, so we have $9 left over. And I'm going to put this back in there. This will be one of the envelopes when I do my cash stuff, and next weekend this will be one of the ones that will be stuffed. I'm going to put it back in here in this little side pocket of my wallet. And then I'm going to put my groceries. Well, first, before I do that, I need to empty out all of my change. This is my change jar. It's an old jar. This jar is really getting full. Make sure I got all of it, and I did. And then my business envelope, which I don't do this one on my cash stuff or anything. This is what I put money in whenever somebody pays me for a job or whatever. I am a seamstress. And it's accumulated a lot of change. And one thing I've noticed about these zipper bags, they do not like to hold a lot of change. The sides will burst out and everything will leak into the bottom of my purse. And I do not like change in the bottom of my purse. Okay, so that's all cleaned out. All the changes out of that. And then we're going to put our grocery envelope back in here. And I have to put it in the other side pocket. So, ready for another week. It is Friday, so that will be, all that money is from today till to next Friday, from November the 5th to November the basically the 11th, because it'll be restuffed on the 12th. And we have all total. Let me organize this a little bit. I do not keep up with my husband's spending money. It would just be impossible for me to do that, but I will tell you that if he has anything left over from the week and I send him to the store for milk or for bread or for something like that, he uses what he's got left in his pocket. He doesn't ask me where is the grocery money. He just buys it. But now if I send him after, several things, he'd say, hey, give me some of the grocery money. So we have 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Now, I did not restuff my spending money. Here's my $40 for my spending money. It goes in the center portion of my wallet. Right in there. And I don't spend change. I save my change. Alright. And our gas money envelope, which I'm going to leave this because we have another week to go, is we have $60 left over. And if I've got the change, if I've got $20 in change here, I'm going to split this with my husband. I don't think I do. I'll just have to split it later. But we have $60 left over. I'm going to take 30, give him 30. He has to go back. He does not work this Sunday, so he will be. I need to get a sticker for this. He will not work this Sunday, so he'll just go back. And when he comes home today, it's about 7:05 on Friday morning. When he comes home today, he'll not go back to work until Tuesday, and he'll go to work one time and come home one time. And so $30 should be sufficient for him, and $30 would get me back and forth to work for the next week. The town that I work in is about 5 miles from my home, and everything that I need is between here and there, whether it be the post office or the grocery store, the gas station, whatever, is between here and my work. So I don't have to go out of the way unless I have to run to Florence, Alabama. That's town for us, the big town where the big things are. And I do have to run there this morning before I go to work and pick up some paper to do some custom pillows for this man. I had 3 sheets of the paper that I needed, and I needed 4 for him. So I've got to run to Office Depot and pick that up before I go into work. Okay, so $60 left in gas money. And I have got this small jar, just what they used to call a fruit jar, a cannon jar. For all of you, if you remember them calling them a fruit jar, leave a comment below. But yes, this is what my grandmother used to call a fruit jar. I just call it a quart-sized jar, but whatever. We're going to put that money, the leftover money, in there. That's one of our savings challenges. An easy savings challenge. You don't have a goal or anything like that. You just put in what you have left. I'm getting rid of this sticky thing. I may use this. I still got to cover it because it's still sticky. But I may use this for my coin jar because I would like to save my coins for a year. They holler that there's a coin shortage. There's not a coin shortage. The coins are in piggy banks. The budgeting community is huge. They all save their coins. And so when they cash them in, you know, I know personally last year from my father-in-law that passed away, from his coin jar and from coins that we found all over the house, I cashed in about $800 in coins last year. And let me tell you, you cannot carry $800 worth of coins at one time. But these are our leftover amounts from previous weeks. This one only had $23 left over. This one had 20, 40, 50, 53 left over. And we're just going to keep it in this jar, this smaller jar. Probably we'll let this accumulate till the end of the year, and then we'll count this and do something with it and start all over again. But this was where the bills go. Okay, let's do a weekly check-in for our spending. And my book is upside down. For the first week of November, and we haven't gotten to this budget yet because we've not got paid in November yet. What we're still working with is money that was paid October the 31st. So we haven't gotten into this budget yet, but we are going to track our spending. We will do a sinking funds check-in toward the end of the month. We'll do a sinking fund check-in to see how those are doing, which, if you've been watching the last week or so, I started all over with my sinking funds. I did not get rid of my sinking funds. I still have those in here. I think it was $2,218. I still have those. And looks like they're all mixed up. I need to straighten all this out because I don't know. But I still have the $2,218 I took out of my most of my sinking funds. I kept some of them intact, like Christmas and things like that. But I wanted to start it all over with you so that you can see mine accumulate. If you haven't started budgeting yet, you can watch mine accumulate and therefore get a little inspiration from that. All right, I have recently received these from Budget with Amanda. She's out of Texas, and these are the little stickers that you write down your spending on. And I'm a little behind because this is difficult to remember to write all this down. Walgreens. One of my medicines I got at my local pharmacy, 4 of them were $46. The 5th one was $35. But I got Walgreens to call them and pick that prescription up, and I got it filled at Walgreens. It was only $5. There's a program, basically the doctor, when I was released from the hospital, gave me this card right here. And after my insurance pays, this prescription is $550. After my insurance pays, then I get the prescription for $5, which if I didn't have the insurance, if I didn't have this coupon, it would be $35. But my local small non-chain pharmacy would not honor that, so I had it transferred to Walgreens. And so we're going to go over here to our calendar. And I have ordered a Erin Condren monthly planner, and it should be here. I think it's supposed to be here Saturday. I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to finish out the month of November with this. This is, I don't think it's a happy planner. This is one of the planners from something 52 from Hobby Lobby. It's worked out well, but I've been wanting an Erin Condren for a long time. And I just would not ever just buy that, spend the money on that. And so I have decided they were on sale, $32. You know, it's for a year's planning and budgeting. So I did order me one of those. And these are made to fit in the Erin Condren 7x9, so they're going to be way too big for this. But maybe I can make it to where it's not too sloppy. But our prescriptions were, I actually picked up this one on Monday, and then I picked up this one on Wednesday at Walgreens. The storage bill was paid. The life insurance did come out. The water bill was paid. The power bill was paid, and I did need to change that. I only paid them $100 because my actual bill was only $89. So I decreased that because of the short paycheck, because of going on vacation. I did pay the ELOC. My AT&T has not come out yet. My husband did pay. My AT&T is automatic draft. My husband's he has to take his phone and pay that. So he did pay that. Amazon's not come out yet. Dish has not come out yet. Truck payment had to be deferred because of the short pay period, and the auto insurance will come out the 17th, which will get paid the 12th, so that'll be fine. I've got that accounted for in my November 12th budget. Okay, now we have this color will be my prescriptions, and this hot pink looking color will be my bills. And on Monday we paid the power bill, took it down there because we went down there anyway. We paid the water bill the same day. We paid the property tax. That is why we took our electric bill and paid it in person instead of mailing it, because the municipal building where you pay your power bill is next door to the courthouse. So I just took it down there. I'm going to kind of put these in there the best I can. Pay the property tax on Monday, $186.40. Pay the ELOC on Tuesday. I paid them all at the same time, so I'm going to run out of room. I paid the storage bill. I'm going to just cover that up where I wrote storage on there. I paid the life insurance. I think it's supposed to come out the 3rd, but I think it actually came out the 2nd. I'm going to squeeze it in right here in the first 3 days of the month. Kevin paid his phone first 3 days of the month. And our life insurance, I got a second one for life insurance. I didn't have 2 life insurance come out, so I'm going to get rid of that. Then on groceries, we spent $63.80, $53 and $13.80, which we spent the $53 on Monday. And then I think my husband went to the store again that day for $13.80. That's all we spent on groceries this week. Gas, we spent, all this is at the beginning of the week, so, and that did not, I must have been doing that in the dark, because that $40 did not show up. That's all we have spent on gas this week. My spending money, I went to Taco Bell on the, says the 1st, it must have been the 1st, because I did go to work after I went and paid all my bills. We're not open, our store's not open on Monday, but we do work on Mondays. McDonald's, I spent, and that, I want to start doing this in the light of day. I spent 85 cents on Tuesday, and that is a mess. 85 cents. They have a special on, I just got a regular cheeseburger. And the Dollar General, I spent $1.06 on a bag of Bugles for kind of a snack to get me through the day. That was on the same day. That was on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I spent $7.27 at Jack's. That's too much. So, and then I had another receipt laying here. I spent $5.36 at Hardee's on the 4th. $5.36. On the 4th, which was Thursday. And then on the other day, I don't remember, first part of the week, I bought the Erin Condren planner, and I did do the pay where you pay it in 4 payments. With shipping, it was $44.72. No, $44.52. And I paid $11.13. I'm gonna put it here since I've run out of room on the first few days. That's come out of the miscellaneous. And I thought I had something else. I guess not. But this is very sloppy. These are too big for this planner. They will fit nicely in the Erin Condren, which I will start using in December. So I'm really looking forward to that. Can't wait to get that in and use that. But I think that's all for our weekly check-in. No payday this week, so no budgeting this week. We have a big cash stuffing on the 12th, which, let me get my calculator and I will show you how much we'll be stuffing on the 12th. $2,932 on the 12th. And catch up these two bills. That didn't get paid the end of October because of a short paycheck, which I'm always ahead on my truck payment, and the car insurance doesn't come out till the 17th, so we're safe. But that is our cash stuffing for November the 12th. So that's all for today. I hope that you join the budgeting community. It is a huge community now. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and do a search for budgeting videos, zero-based budgeting, cash budgeting, and there are literally thousands of channels. I am 57 years old. My husband will be 55 next weekend. And so, we're getting started late in life. If I had started this when we got married 25 years ago, we would be, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not saying this to be funny or cute, but we would have $1 million if we had started this back when the kids were still at home. So they're all gone now. Don't have to feed a bunch of kids. We don't eat out that often. It seems like if we start eating out on the weekend, it just goes on through, but I don't think we didn't eat out at all last weekend. And I try not to. I am an excellent cook. I'm an excellent country cook. I'm not a gourmet cook. I'm a cook from scratch, mostly. I don't buy the fresh. I did get Home Shelf at one time, and I will tell you the food was excellent, but it was expensive, and I keep food in my freezer all the time. I have pork chops and chicken and ground beef and steaks and all that all the time. It's not necessary for us to eat out. I keep vegetables, whether they be frozen or fresh produce. I do keep vegetables all the time. We don't keep a lot of snacks in the house. We might have some some chips or something like that. My husband will eat anything except cottage cheese. He is not a fan of cottage cheese. There's a few foods that are not his favorite, but he will eat them without complaining. But if cottage cheese is an exception to that rule, he will not eat cottage cheese, and I don't eat cottage cheese. So we have a very simple food budget. We have 2 little boys in the house that have to. We do buy them pedigree dog food. May not be the best dog food. Leave me in comments below what you think the best dog food is. They like it. I don't overfeed them. I don't want them to get fat and miserable. They're very active now. When I'm a little too active, I guess. We're very simple people. We don't. We do like to go on, one good trip a year. Last year we went on 4 good trips last year. That's why that I'm going to do the $20,000 savings challenge for next year, because I believe we can do that easily. Here are my envelopes for that. To save $20,000. These are backwards. Got a dollar amount on here. Each one of these will be stuffed with these dollar amounts for a whole year. There's 52 of them, so I'll be stuffing try to stuff 4 a month. Might be some months I only stuff 3. It just depends on the budget. But they range from $150 to $500. No, 150 to 600. There's some 600s in here. So we'll start stuffing those next week when we do our cash stuffing at the end of next week. But that is it for today. I've got a lot to do before I go into work. It's now about 7:25. So thank you all so much. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you'll know every time that I upload a video, an update, and leave a comment below. And I appreciate each and every one of you that are watching right now. It's not that many, but I can see an increase every day. Thank you. Bye-bye.